Greetings, everyone, and welcome back. We got some big news today, the first promo ship of the year. And just a side note, this will be the first ship that will not be eligible for the Event Campaign 2021 Infinity or promo choice. If you choose to get a promo or Infinity ship as your prize, it will only include ships that were released up through and including the year 2020. So any ships released this year, including the Janeway class, will not be eligible for that. But we're here to talk about the Janeway class, not about the event campaign. So let's go down a little bit, get our first look at her. I've already seen this, but I think this is causing some, mixed reactions from people. Some people think it's hideous. Someone said it looked like an N64 game. I think it's kind of cool. Just extrapolating into the future, making everything more abstract, and I don't know how it would work to have the nacelles not physically connected. I guess some future space magicry. They already have, transporters and replicators, so basically magic anyway. But I'm more concerned with the I don't like the lines on there, like the window lines. So it's kind of a mixed bag for me. It's interesting design, to say the least. So one thing you can't say is that it's boring. We have a lot of ships in the game that all look kind of samey. This definitely stands out as being very different looking. USS Voyager J, that's what 10 generations of evolution? 11. I'd love to hear those stories. That's a quote from Star Trek Discovery, of course. And there's a video that you can watch. We're not going to watch it inside this video, but if you go to the blog post or go to the Star Trek YouTube channel, Star Trek Online YouTube channel, I should say, you can watch this video. It's just a cinematic, sort of a ZE film style cinematic. I don't know if he did it. Probably not, because it wasn't on his channel, but maybe it was done in-house. But it's that style of cinematic. And so from March 4th until March 25th, it's the usual promo stuff. If you buy the R&D packs from the C-Store during that time interval, instead of being regular R&D packs, they will be the promo ones, which have a chance to drop the choice pack for a promo ship. And you can still open them after that date. You can open them after March 25th. Basically, they're separate items. The promo R&D packs are not the same as the regular R&D packs. It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is when they're available. Once they exist, once they've been created into the game, that's what they are. They don't change or anything. So you can open them anytime once you have them. They usually sell very well on the exchange, so if you have some Zen and you're looking to convert that into energy credits, this is usually the most efficient time of the year to do it, anytime there's a promo going on. Lockbox keys obviously sell for a lot of EC, but these usually get a better rate, more EC per Zen. We'll have to see, because the lockbox keys have been pretty crazy in terms of price. That's why I'm glad I don't really get involved with that too much. But we'll have to see. It could be a good opportunity, even if you're not interested in the ship, to just get some EC. And so yeah, we got the Janeway class here as another look at it. And it's kind of cool. Someone said it looked like an N64 game. Someone else pointed out that the back part looked like a bottle opener. So there's been a lot of good memes come out of this so far. But I would like to point out one thing. If any of you guys watched my Legendary Voyager review, and if you haven't, I suggest you could go watch it. And in that video, I was kind of making a joke, but I said it would be nice if all of the bridge officer seats lined up to the characters on the show. And the reason I said that is because I wanted it to have a command seat. And it looks like I'm not egotistical enough to think that they watched that review, but it does look like these seats line up with the cast pretty well. Not perfectly, but we got a Commander Science Command, which is Janeway, obviously. We've got a Lieutenant Commander Tactical, that's Tuvok. An Ensign Engineering, that's Harry. We've got a Lieutenant Commander Science, which I guess could be the Doctor, even though he doesn't have a rank. The Commander Science Command, that's Janeway. And then a Lieutenant Miracle Worker, that's Torres. Boom, I called it. So, I win. I win the internet. I get all the points. I totally called it. So I think that's pretty cool. I don't know if they did it intentionally. They would have had to have given us a a lieutenant or an ensign pilot seat for Tom Paris if that was the case. So I'm still joking around a little bit, but I thought it was pretty interesting to look at the seating there on that. Is this going to be like the greatest seating in the world? Science is the place I feel the least comfortable to make these kinds of proclamations. It does have both a commander science and a lieutenant commander science, which is pretty good. It doesn't have temporal seating. It's a command miracle worker ship, so that might not be the strongest thing in the world for science, but it does have a 4-2 weapon layout, so, I mean, you could just do a torpedo build on it and it would work fine. You can get mixed armament synergy and concentrate firepower 3. You don't even have to use it as a science ship, but I think it would make a decent science ship. It's probably not going to be like the best science ship in the game or anything like that, but a pretty good science ship. 5 science consoles, 4 tactical, 2 engineering. The other stats are pretty good. It's got 15 aux power, and it has a 32nd century battle cloak, which is pretty cool. But it does have one really cool thing that everyone's talking about, and that's the Photonic Cannon. If you've watched Voyager, it's a really funny episode where the Doctor becomes the emergency command hologram, and he has to trick the hierarchy into thinking that he has this super photonic cannon weapon that he's going to fire at them if they don't, go away, and they fall for his bluff, and it ends up saving the ship. And so it's really, really cool thing from the TV show, and a lot of people are pretty excited about that. And there's a picture of it right there. You can see it being summoned there. So you get the console Photonic Cannon. The weaponry was originally theorized, which I think is a funny way to put it, in the 24th century as an ingenious way to utilize photonic holographic technology. So I don't know how good it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be a lot of fun to use. Definitely looking forward to getting my hands on it on Tribble, at least, and playing around with it. Got the enhanced cloaking integration Starship trait. Your ship's systems have been tuned to grant additional benefits when entering and exiting cloak. Entering cloak will restore hull over time and boost maneuverability, while exiting will grant a burst of firing cycle haste for all ship weaponry. This works with any cloaking device variant, so obviously numbers are going to be important here. Firing cycle haste is most important for energy weapons, so I could see this being used with ships that have a battle cloak that want to cloak a couple of times, cloak at the beginning of a run, cloak several times, if it's a battle cloak, you could cloak, when you're going from one transformer to the other or something like that, if you're doing DPS stuff. If you're not doing DPS stuff, then, cloaking and all that's just for flavor and fun anyway, but I don't know if this is going to be worth using. Firing cycle haste is really important. Speed boosts are important. Being able to get a heal in there, if you get over to the first transformer, you destroy it, you're beat up a little bit, you battle cloak, get your speed boost to get over to the other side, heal up a little bit, then you decloak to start attacking again. Now you got some firing cycle haste. Could be pretty good. We'll have to see. I have a feeling it's going to be a good trait, but not like, an amazing must-have trait or anything like that. And that does come with some new weapons, which are non-upgradable, the ones you get on the ship, but there's going to be in a lockbox, presumably some way to get them later. 32nd century phaser space weapons have a chance to recover the recharge time of bridge officer abilities, so these are going to give you some cooldown reduction, which is an interesting mechanic to put on weapons. Maybe there's some possibility people will use this, but I doubt it. We have a lot of cooldown reduction methods already that usually just fit right into ships. We're all used to doing it already. Chances are you're going to want to use phasers that just deal more damage, like the advanced phasers, for example, or sensor linked or something like that. So you're probably just going to want to use phasers that actually do more damage, but we'll have to see. They could be fun. And it's a nice alternative for anyone that just wants to, have something different. And of course, it's just showing you all the other promo ships that you can get, because you do get a choice. If you happen to win the prize off of an R&D pack, you don't just get the Janeway class. You get a choice, so you could choose the Janeway class or any of the other promo ships that have come before it, and yeah. So, and it's just the usual disclaimers about all that and telling you how you can buy them and everything. And I see here, this is posted by Bordicus. I thought I saw Jet was on here as the designer, and I think she had moved on to Magic the Gathering, so this might be one of the last ships she worked on, or maybe she's still working, even though on both teams somehow. I'm not really sure, but I don't want to drag this video out, so that's it. I think it's pretty cool having a future version of Voyager. The design is interesting. You know, it's probably going to be divisive. Having the Photonic Cannon is really cool and fun. I don't know if it's worth getting a promo ship over. The trait seems interesting. The weapons seem interesting. But I don't know that any of it's going to be like, you know, must-have stuff. I think it's just like a bunch of fun stuff that you can get. I kind of wish it had a hangar bay. It was a multi-mission and had, you know, some cool new pets, but that's just because I like pets. I'm a pet guy, so that's it. I'm not going to make this video go on any longer. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you have any interest in the ship, whether you're going to buy it or not. Just what do you think of it? Let me know what you think. Do you think it's cool or not? Are you mad that the Photonic Cannon finally came into the game, but it's locked behind a promo ship? I assume everyone will say yes. But yeah, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.